Welcome back to Jaunt Junkies. Today we are going to be talking about, should you buy a new truck or keep the one that you have? It seems like there's two kind of philosophies when it comes to trucks. It's trade it in every few years and upgrade, or get a newer one, or just keep what you have and drive it till the wheels fall off. And let us know down below of, are you the type that wants to keep it till the wheels fall off? Or do you find it better to trade it in every few years and not lose too much in depreciation, those sort of things? Now, first of all, let's just say there's no right or wrong to this. Everybody has their own philosophies, and this by no means is me saying that my way is better than somebody else's. It's just talking about the two differences. Over the past few years, we have been kind of trading in every few years. Our 2019 F350 we had for just over 2 years. Then we traded it in. We had a 2015 Dodge before that, which we were looking to get rid of and then got in an accident. So that got totaled out. And before that, we had a 2006 Dodge. I was always raised that you buy it and you drive it till the wheels fall off, and that's the only way you ever get your value out of the truck. But based on our past few experiences, that's not exactly the case. For example, our 2006 Dodge, we bought it for like $28,000. I want to say it was in 2010 that we bought it, and it had 75,000 miles on it. We put another 70,000 miles on it. We were somewhere around 140-ish thousand miles when we decided to get rid of it. We had planned to drive it for a lot longer, but it just started having some issues, and it seemed like it was costing us more in maintenance than what a new truck could be on a monthly payment. So we traded it in, and we got our 2015. When we traded it in, we got 22,000 trade-in, which would have been like selling it for 24, 26, something like that with taxes. When the 2015 got wrecked and totaled out, they gave us, I want to say, $45,000 for it. And we had paid $49,000, so we lost like $4,000. And we bought it with 13,000 miles, and it was like 70-something thousand miles when we wrecked it, or 80. So we'd put on quite a few miles in those years. And then we got our 2019, had it for 2 years, and when we traded it in for $3,000 less than we bought it for. So the philosophy that I was always told of, you don't come out on it, I don't know. It seemed like the depreciation wasn't as heavy or as tough or as large as I'd always thought it would be on these vehicles. And I think maybe some of that is the diesel engine. They are highly sought after. People feel that they run longer than other vehicles. And used diesel trucks carry a premium. I understand that you have to pay more on the top end for it, but it seems like their resale is higher than what you'd get with a traditional gas engine, even more than what you actually paid for it off the top end. Another reason that we kind of like this trading in every few years is it's nice to have the warranty. We have never had any major issues with any of our trucks, but it is nice to know that with these expensive diesel engines, we have that option of getting it fixed without, completely blowing our whole savings. Over the past few vehicles, what we've noticed is we have really liked the upgraded equipment that comes standard on the newer vehicles. You never knew that you needed it until you have it, and then you don't want to live without it. So all the cameras and the Bluetooth and all those sort of things, it's been super nice for us to have those on these newer vehicles. If we were still in our 06 Ram, it didn't have Bluetooth or anything like that, and it's one of those convenience things that we've really appreciated over the years. As we're going through the differences, make sure to like and subscribe, comment, hit that bell, all those sort of things. It really helps the channel out, and it just provides us more opportunities to bring you this sort of content. So we're going to talk to my buddy Nate. He has an 06 Duramax. He has taken the opposite approach that we have. The ironic thing is, he was raised with his dad having a new truck every few years, and I was raised with my dad keeping the same truck for 15 plus years. now we've both kind of flip-flopped, and I get rid of my trucks all the time, and he has his truck forever. Nate's truck here, 2006. He's had it for 15 years, and he just barely turned 200,000 miles on it. He is going to drive it till the wheels fall off and then buy new wheels and put those on. That's his intention. He sees no reason to buy a new truck. He looks at mine, he's like, oh yeah, that's nice and new, but mine's fine. And it's been working really well for him. Lucky for him, he got kind of one of those golden years for diesel trucks. The 06 Chevy is kind of one of the quote-unquote top years for the Duramax for that generation. Kind of like an 04 Dodge and, you know, an 02 7.3 Ford. A lot of people worry about the cost of maintenance as the truck gets older. I'm one of them. I had my mega cab that had 150,000, and it just seemed like we were just dumping money into it. But for a lot of people, that's not what's happening with their trucks. And for Nate, for example, he's not having to dump money every month in it just to keep it working. So it's really working out for him. But instead of me telling you why he's kept his truck, he might as well tell you what the story of the truck is and why he hasn't decided to, as much as I prodded, go truck shopping.
The truck hasn't given me a reason to get rid of it. I bought it when it had less than 30,000 miles on it. I bought it it was just barely a year old when I bought it. And it's just gone. It just keeps working. It hasn't left me anywhere. Last year I finally had to get a new transfer case in it. But other than that, the transmission, the injectors, all of that kind of stuff just keeps working on it. My dad has an 06 that he hasn't been quite as lucky. He's replaced his entire fuel system, his transfer case, his transmission, and you know, I haven't had to do any of that. I take care of my truck. I don't baby it, but I take care of it. It gets used like a truck, but at the same time I take care of it too. And I don't know.
Well, and you went throwing a bunch of mods that ruined it and,
no.
and hurt it and all that sort of stuff.
Nope, it's got everything stock on it. And I mean, it's done its fair share of towing heavy, and it's done its more than its share of rough dirt roads. But it just, come home, you take care of it and keep going. And I like the new trucks, but we did the math, and until I'm at, you know, spending $5,000 to $7,000 a year in repairs, it's still cheaper than buying a new truck.
One thing to consider with driving your truck into the dirt is you know your truck, and you know what miles have been put on it and what repairs have been done and all those sort of things. And a lot of times the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Just because it's a new truck doesn't mean it's going to be more reliable or last longer or all those sort of things. A lot of people have held on to their old diesel trucks because they're kind of bulletproof. If you have one of the old 5.9 Cummins, I mean, they're pretty bulletproof, or an old 7.3 Power Stroke. Some of the earlier generation Duramaxes, like Nate's, they're a bulletproof truck, and even though they might not have all the bells and whistles, they more than likely aren't going to let you down. And if they do, they are a little bit, well, not even a little bit, they're a lot easier to work on. These new trucks, good luck working on them on your own or trying to fix them on your own. You need an advanced computer science degree to work on these things. They are built to run off of such tight specifications that it's difficult for a regular guy to work on them at all, or even a lot of shops. That's why I like my warranty, is because when I take it into Chevy or Ford or Dodge or whichever truck I have at the time, they have to have the right setups to work on these vehicles. Comment down below if you'd like to see the towing difference between our 2021 Duramax and Nate's 06 and see what the difference really is. I don't know if it's really made that much difference in the last 15 years in diesel technology. The new one weighs a lot more, but also has all that emission stuff, higher horsepower and higher torque, and I don't know. If you want to see it, we'll hook on to the same load that we towed with before and see how the 06 does in comparison. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, all those sort of things. It really helps out the channel, and enjoy your weekend. Thanks.